All right, in this problem, the zookeeper has 56 bananas to distribute to the colobus monkeys, and she can distribute them evenly to these monkeys. Okay, so what does that tell us? That tells us that um, 56 is a multiple of the number of colobus monkeys. Okay, so if we knew how many colobus monkeys there were and we multiplied it by how many bananas they get, then we would get 56, right? So, um, that's the first part of the statement. The, the problem goes on to say that if the zoo were to get 4 more colobus monkeys, each monkey would get a whole number of bananas with 1 banana left over. Okay, so we're not like splitting any of the bananas in half or anything. We're just giving every monkey a whole number of bananas, and then we have 1 left over. Well, so what does that mean? That means that we're distributing 55 bananas instead of 56, right? So we also know that if we took the number of colobus monkeys and we added 4 to it, and we took that times the number of bananas they get, then that would be 55. Okay, so 55 is a multiple of the number of monkeys if we had 4 more. Okay, so so anyway, the question asks, how many colobus monkeys are currently living in the zoo's primate habitat? All right, So like we said, um, we if we knew the number of monkeys and the number of the bananas they got, we could multiply them and we would get 56. So we need to look at the factors of 56. Okay, and 56 is just 7 times 8, and 8 is 2 cubed. So if we were to write it in terms of its prime factors, that is what we would get. And based on this, I can tell that we have 8 factors of 56. 8 factors, or 4-factor pairs. And the reason I can tell that is that the number, or every factor of 56 has to have some factor of 7. Now, it might be 7 to the 0, which is 1. Okay. It has to have some factor of 7 and some factor of 2. Okay, and the options for the powers on the factor of 7 are 0 and 1. And the options for the power on 2 are 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have 2 choices for the power of 7, 4 choices for the power of 2, which gives me 8 factors total. Okay, 4 times 2. Or, yeah, 2 times 4. Either way. Okay, so a total of 8 factors. So that helps because then when I write out those factor pairs, or let me just write out the factors here. Let me scroll down just a hair. Give us some more room to work. All right, so the factors are 1, and I'm going to write this one down here, 56. Or 2 and 28. Okay. I could divide it by 4, and 4 times 14 is 56. And then I can also divide it by 7 and 8. Okay, so those are our 4-factor pairs for 56. So the number of monkeys in the colobus, or in the monkey habitat, the primate habitat, I should say, is one of these numbers. It's either 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 14, 28, or 56. Okay, and it does say monkeys plural. Okay, she can distribute the bananas to the colobus monkeys in the primate habitat. So we're going to assume there's not 1 monkey. There's a plural number of monkeys. So we're going to eliminate 1. Okay? All right, let's go on to the second half of the problem here, which says that if we had 4 more monkeys, we would be able to distribute the bananas evenly with 1 left over. So if we had 55 bananas instead of 56, we could distribute them evenly. So the number of monkeys plus 4 has to be a factor of 55. All right, and the factors of 55 are pretty easy. 5 and 11. Okay, those are the prime factors, I should say, of 55. Now, the factors of 55 are actually, they're actually 1, 5, 11, and 55. All right, those are all the factors of 5, but the only prime ones are 5 and 11. All right, because obviously 55 is a composite number, and 1 is not prime by definition. So, okay, so that means that the number of monkeys plus 4, okay, so the original number of monkeys plus 4 has to be one of these numbers. Okay, so let's look at the original number of monkeys plus 4. All right, if we add, oops, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hang on. All right, if I add 4 to 2, I get 6. All right, if I add 4 to 4, I get 8. If I add 4 to 7, I get 11. Okay, now 11 is one of the factors of 55. So that's a possibility. Let's go on down here. If I add 4 to 8, I get 12. If I add 4 to 14, I get 18. If I add 4 to 28, I get 32. And when I add 4 to 56, I get 60. Now, the only one that works in this case, so that the number of monkeys plus 4 is a factor of 55, is this one here, where we have 11 monkeys when we add 4, so that means that the original number of monkeys has to be 7. All right, so we have 7 monkeys originally, and they each got 8 bananas. Okay, so that's our answer, is that we have 7 monkeys originally. So, because that's the only one that, when we add 4, gives us a multiple of, or gives us a, when we add 4, we get a factor of 55. Okay? So, there you go.